Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks, that tone show episode 18 this time. And we are again in pad atmospheric territories, but this time with a special note from the maker. I'm here again, of course, with Thomas Dill. And before we get into this, here's the video. Rotary Sound, a Leslie cabinet. I guess everybody can hear that and sense that, but it's a very, very special one. And yeah, how did you come to get into creating this tone with that very special rig profile that exists around the Rotary? And someone always says the Rotary effect in the profiler is not real without that very special rig.
Yeah, it's the CK Rotary rig, and it's from Christoph Kemper. And I think you've know it better. He profiled his old Leslie cabinet. Is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
So this is a profile of a real Leslie cabinet. But before anybody comes up with some comments or something like that, you can't profile the rotating speaker. It's standing at one position, and then he made this profile of the Leslie cabinet, and in combination with the rotary effect, you get this unique, original rotary speaker sound. So let me show you, first of all, where you can find this rotary speaker cabinet in the rig manager. It's at, I think, factory content. Just search for CK and rotary or ROT. And here we are. CK rotary speaker. This is the one, Kemper Rig Pack 1 from, I think, 1825 or something like that. Really old, old profile. And it has already, no, it doesn't have, does he has? Yeah, he has the rotary speaker effect in and nothing else. I added a little bit more to that sound for this tone show rig. Wait, here we are, rotary number 18. So I added the pure booster, sorry, Kemper drive, Kemper fuzz, rotary speaker on the place where it was, and ionosphere reverb and natural reverb. So the idea behind that little 1 minute song in that video was to have something like a pop song arrangement with 4 chords, nothing more, and 4 parts. Verse part, pre-chorus part, chorus part, and solo part, even if there's no solo at a pop song these days, but maybe there will sometimes, or We don't talk about that. I'd like my pop song. I'm playing my solo, and I'm playing the solo with a fuzz, but I come to that later. So let's take a look at the basic sound. And listen to the basic sound. So this is the cabinet, the Leslie cabinet. Bit, just the cabinet without anything. And I added the pure booster just to get a little bit of grit. You might say, okay, why don't you turn the gain up? You can do that. But it sounds different for me. To have a booster in front of an amp or something like that. The booster is at plus 1.4. It just fires up the input stage of the amp, and that's something what I really do a lot. And the pure booster is one of the effect modules that I'm using very, very often. So this is basic sound number one. Then adding, it's really, again, very dry at that stage. So I need a little bit of natural reverb. And the decay time is very long, nearly to 4 seconds. Creating a big space. Room size is at 3.5, pre-delay 60 milliseconds, and the mix level at nearly 50%. A little bit of high cut at 6K, and early diffusion is turned up all the way to 10. No ducking, no input swell, just this nice sounding reverb. Having it a little bit in the back, so you can in the background, so you can hear the played notes very much. Creates something spacey. Okay, now the most important thing for that sound: rotary speaker. You can choose 2 speeds of the rotary, as in the original. Slow speed and fast speed, and I've just for the A section, the verse part, I have the slow speed on, and nothing fancy in the settings here. Distance 12 centimeters, low high balance at the middle, stereo at 90 degrees, mix 100%, ducking volume in the middle position. So this is how it sounds. You hear this growling tone from, I think this is the sound of the, to be honest, I didn't play in, once I played with a Leslie cap, an original Leslie cap, but I don't have something like that rotary, really rotary cap here in the studio. But this is this growling sound.
Yeah, because it's the Leslies, they had 2 rotating speakers. It's this horn. And then this huge, I don't know, it was a 12? Or...
The horn rotates, but the bass speaker is fixed, but it has, what do you say, something, a shield around the speaker with a hole, and this shield is rotating. So
exactly. Right.
Sometimes you hear the bass speaker, and sometimes it's at a lower level. And this creates...
Like
Yeah, like a tremolo. Yeah.
Plus the rotation on top. And yeah, of course, they were tube driven, the old Leslies, and so they went into distortion. John Lord, Deep Purple, that's pretty famous. And yeah, so that's why you get this thumpy low end.
Yeah. And
speaker.
It's good that you mentioned this. With the rotary speaker, here is the low-high balance. Just check it out. You hear it at the fast. So here the mix, normally I'm using a little bit more of the high speaker, the horn, but in this case I have it in the middle position. So this is nearly the basic sound, but I added the ionosphere reverb just to have this Angels choir in the background. It's
high strings.
Sounds like strings in the backing, something like that. And the mix level of this sound is really, really low, just that you can hear it a little bit. And again, with these pad sounds, you just need to play some notes in the key, in the diatonic key, and it creates something like a chord in the backing. It sounds really nice. So the settings, very important. Settings are here. So we have incredibly long decay time, 13 seconds.
Wow.
Mix level is at 15%, so very low. Attack time, so the reverb kicks in really late at 0.72 seconds. So when I'm playing, the reverb comes really late, and it has two voices, added voices, an octave higher. This means voice 1 pitch and voice 2 pitch. So this is set to 12. And this is the Angels choir, which is coming a little bit later than the normal signal. Just listen to that. Here we are. And this is the thing that makes it so sounding nice and sounding smooth and high and really, really gives you a nice backing. The high cut is at 1.4K. So if I would have no high cut, it would sound a little bit for me too high. So too much higher frequencies with that setting at 1.4. So you have a warmer Angels tone.
Yeah, it's much softer than as well.
Yeah. But the higher frequencies are there, so that means they make some brilliant sounds in the backing. And don't disturb anything, or you can hear them. So sometimes you need to have some higher frequencies to locate this tone or locate the sound. But with this high amount of high cut, it works also. Okay, that's all about the ionosphere reverb, and this is the basic sound for my verse part. When I'm turning to the bridge goes to the minor. Always bridge turning, creating something minor, and to give it a little bit more drama, I'm adding the rotary speed and changing the rotary speed to fast. Okay, simple setting. So if you go to the pre-chorus, just fast rotary speed, everything's fine, and you get this more intense sound. And now, okay, for the chorus, you need something special. I go back to the original speed, so turn the speed to slow. I need to mention that the rotary speed can be switched on and off with the effects knob. Just press the button on the profiler in the rotary menu where it says rotary speed, slow or fast, and press at the same time the effect button that you wish to control with the speed. So it's easy to use then. And yeah, I turn on for the chorus the Kemper drive. Here we are, and this is how it sounds like. The drive settings are at 5, so middle setting, nothing fancy. Definition is turned down, so you get a really warm drive tone. And yeah, just listen to this. Now I think that the rotary is absolutely... With fast speed, but the fast speed is used in the next section, so as another level of intensity, using it with the fuzz. So for the solo, I already said that, using the fuzz. Kemper drive is turned off, and the Kemper fuzz is turned on with yeah, a quite good amount of drive, 6.2, volume turned a little bit down, and definition at 0, octa at 0, mix at 100%, you see it here. And the rotary speed is set to fast, so this is how it sounds like. And the angels in the background. So yeah, it's a bit difficult to play that style in the pop song, in the German pop song, of course, but maybe. So yeah, these are the small sections and the small settings of creating some rhythm guitar parts and adding some just subtle effects to these parts to get more interesting sound and get more intensity to help the song develop in this kind of style.
Yeah, absolutely. And
That's me.
this adds so much of just listen to the individual parts and how you put these sounds together. It triggers so much of how it triggers so many ideas of how to put these to some music with again a smaller band concept, smaller in terms of not so many instruments, because you can do so much with the guitar if you have access to tones like this and an arsenal of sound like this. And this could be really outstanding music and an outstanding experience for an audience if that would be in, with vocals and a story which is told on top of this.
If you have a small band just with not much instruments, maybe no keyboard player, just one guitar player, you hear everything, yeah, and you can do so much great art with your sounds and some very impressive stuff, and to help the singer looking good. So if you're backing up a singer, you need to give them really good background and really some colorful background. So this is my concept always when I'm playing different parts of a song. For me, is the background or the color of the different parts should vary. So it should. You see it in this just small song arrangement. I have just two chords. It's E and A, but to play it with some different tones and different sounds, it doesn't sound like that.
Absolutely, and I wish we would hear at some point, creative musicians using this for performance and a different approach to doing your own thing. Because, to be honest, we heard a lot and maybe enough. Let's start with some AC/DC style riffs and things like this, and so in a way the electric guitar is shackled in sort of drawer where in a compartmentalized about what the guitar is supposed to do, and you could really break out this compartment with these sounds and create something interesting, and also have a new approach to have a small ensemble, which is also economically very interesting these days. It has to be, because if you don't have a 10-piece band, just a 3-piece or a 4-piece band, you could do so much with just the guitar these days, and that's amazing. And I'm looking forward to maybe hearing some stuff that you guys out there would do with these sounds. They're available for download. We said that, we say it again, in the Rig Manager, and also as a rig pack from the Kemper website. And maybe we do some, no, we talked about that before, a contest. No, this shouldn't be judged.
No contest, no contest.
Just suggested to just be
play and post somewhere.
Yeah, and make yourself heard and seen, and most probably, if it's so special, you will get some wide acknowledgement for that. Okay, so much for now. We will wrap this up here. Thanks again, Thomas, for this one, another special tone. And Bye for now.
Bye.